Madness Monday. Yes, the title says it all. I tried something new, and you know, I was overthinking for a minute. I overthought that I could not do it, and I did it. I did it, and actually, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with the results because I was not expecting this result, honestly. Starting things new from the beginning and stop overthinking is definitely going to be my title for today, because I didn't know that I could do it, and I did it. And I made some shmoney, guys. You come on in right now. For all you guys that's just coming in, go ahead. I'm going to try to do this thing again. My friend, she showed it to me. There it goes. I think I got it. It says, okay, slow down, block community, any participant. Oh, I think I found it, guys. I found it. People, you approve your channel to set the amount of time, and I did it. She did it. She did it. She did it. I did it. I think I did it right. Okay, guys, I think I finally figured this thing out. Welcome. Hope all is well with you. I turn on subscribers only mood, because that is, I know Sister EFP gonna be happy because I figured this thing out. Okay. All right. So I figured out everything at the beginning, but I'm just coming in here. Come on in here, guys, because I did something that I never thought that I would have done. Okay. I tried it. The full intense this time. Hello, Sister Tanya. How are you today? Hope all is well. Yes, I tried it. I did not know that I was going to be able to do it because I kept overthinking. And you all know that overthinking is the enemy of action. You know that, right? Everybody should know that. If you keep overthinking, you could think yourself into something and think yourself right back out of it and never take action towards it. So overthinking is the enemy to take an action. And I tried out a new gig work today. Okay, I started out this morning, same normal time, and it was basically Lyft. For you all that's scared of the drive like I was, or I am, I just want you all to just jump off. Just go ahead and make the jump. Do what you have to do in order to help assist. Especially if you are only on DoorDash, you may want to try something different. And I only did about 3 to 4 rides, guy. Now, I'm living in Hawaii. So if you're living on the mainland, I'll be seeing a whole lot of mileage be going around, and you guys have a little extra craziness going on when it comes to the mainland and their driving apps. But I've tried the driving apps here in Hawaii, and as of today, actually, let's talk about Shmoney Talk, because as of today, I finished up around 8. I started at 6, finished up at 8, and by the time I was finished, guys, plus tips, I'm right around $90. I've never started on DoorDash unless I'm going to do all day on DoorDash to go ahead and make that amount in about 2 hours. Boom, there I am. So I tried it. It was a little scary at first, but the first person that I got in my ride basically was going 30 miles, and for 30 miles they paid me $40, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll take it because it's taking me into the zone that I'm going anyway. And once I got into that zone, it basically they just kept me on a rotation of going around like a little $5 here, $7 there. And I was like, why am I in an area that I barely know? It was scary at the beginning. Not that I was scared of the people. I was just a little bit off and uncomfortable because it was something that I've never done consistently. I may have done like one Lyft every blue moon just to try out, and I was just lucky all the time to get the right people into my car. And today I had 4 consecutive nice individuals, and I took them. In less than 2 hours, here I am at $90. So overthinking is the enemy of action, and sometimes the only way forward is to take the leap, to trust yourself, and make the jump. So I made the jump today. I decided I was going to just go ahead and bite the bullet, and I did it. Okay, and I'm $90 in, and it's 9 o'clock now, but an hour ago Paulette was already setting good at her goals. So sometimes overthinking is definitely can hinder us from moving forward, because we are just focusing on everything that the coulda, shoulda, woulda steps in, and we never take the action. I took the action today, so Lyft is becoming to be my best friend, especially on a Monday, because DoorDash is right now is not being nice to me. If you guys just coming in, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Today we're going to talk a little bit about shmoney talking, and stop overthinking when it comes to your shmoney talk. There's a lot of you guys that is seeing all the action going on. You're hearing the stories. We're making some shmoney on the side of what you're currently doing, and majority of people are overthinking it. Those shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Well, anything in life that you do, you're going to take some time to put into it, and everything that we do is going to have their pros and their cons. Hello, Sister Mercy. Welcome in, Sister Tanya. Thank you guys for coming over. Hit the like button, by the way. I just want you all to know that I did it. I stopped the procrastinating and overthinking, and I took action today. I decided I was going to turn on Lyft, and all the skepticism that I had at the beginning of, I don't want nobody in my car, I'll be running here, I'm going to be running there. Now, mind you, I just want to say, mind you, that the people that basically is living on the mainland may have a different experience, because you guys are from one state to the next state right around the corner. This is Hawaii. We only have one little island, so my locations is going to be a little bit different when it comes to mileage, but it's well worth it. Okay, so I started out, and this morning, and in 2 hours I was at $90. I did 4 rides. Everybody was nice, and mind you, the tip is what put me up there. Okay, so if you all want to talk about shmoney talks today, let's talk about making the shmoney. Let's talk about registering on those apps. You don't even have to get out of your car. This one is less stressful of finding a person, location, and they're in apartments, and you got to go on the 5th or the 18th floor when you are doing the drive share. And I'm not saying you have to go and do this consistently. I'm just saying that it's a great multi-apping when you're adding on to bridge the gap within the economy right now, because when it comes to DoorDash is handing you out those 10 miles for $2.50. So make sure that you have an app number 1 or 2 or maybe 3 that you can just toggle on and toggle off to help adjust your financial state at this point in time. At the end of the day, guys, I did the Lyft. I did 4 rides. I made $90 in 2 hours, and I did not have to get out of my car. I did not have to, figure out where I'm going to find the person. I stayed in my car. My doors was closed. I pulled my windows down to let me, when I saw the person come in, and I asked them their name. They told me their name. It matched what was on my phone. And then I opened my car. Most of the time, people, especially women, are scared when they're doing a Lyft ride, or, if they're doing some type of, where they're carrying people within their cars. I just want you all to know that it's not as bad as you'll see the news will try to pass the negativity. There's some good to it. You continue to be nice. I was just saying good morning, and the ones that wanted to talk, they talk, and the ones that didn't want to talk, they put their headphones on, and I caught the memo, and that's how it works, and if you're doing the food delivery one, which is DoorDash, Grubhub, if you're even doing Walmart Spark, which Walmart Spark to me is my number 1 go-to in all the apps right now across the board, they are leading when it comes to the pay. Walmart Spark it is. If you have a Walmart in your area, I think you may want to jump on that app. Get on all the apps, guys, and try them out and see which one works for you. I've noticed that Lyft right now is a great early morning from say 6 to 8 o'clock, bridging the gaps, meaning you can get your money turnover real quick and get out. You get in and you get out. DoorDash, you're going to put a little bit more extra time in. However, though, the little time that you are going to put into DoorDash, if you stay consistent and you are doing a little cherry picking, then you will definitely make your goal for that day. I'm not sure what your goal is for the day. It could be $50, it could be $30, it could be 100, 150, 200, or maybe 300 a day. I'm not sure what your goal is for the day. I'm just here to tell you to stay consistent, stay focused, and stop overthinking. Don't be me. I'm telling you not to be me. I overthought and the coulda, shoulda, wouldas for the longest. And now that you see me turn on my Lyft app and made $90, guess what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow? Yes, ma'am. I'll be doing the same thing. I'm $10 away from my daily goals, and some days I do two. Some days I do $300, because all depending on what it is that I'm doing, how many time and effort I want to input into, that gig work at that moment in time. So success does not come to those who hesitate. It comes to those who take risk, even if the path look uncertain. So I had uncertainties. I just was uncomfortable. I felt like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, I love to talk, but I didn't know if I want anybody in the back of me, and I can't see them because I'm driving. Like, so much little things that come to our mind, comes to our thought, that we're thinking at the same time. But once you realize, guys, that it ain't nothing but a little thing. It's just a little jump that you're going to do. Get out of your comfort zone. After Pastor Talk yesterday, you know what? I decided I'm going to turn on today. I'm going to overcome and conquer. Yes, I am. Because overthinking sometimes can hinder us from moving forward. And yesterday's preaching, if you all have not heard the message, I highly recommend go ahead and listen to Pastor Gino's message yesterday. Because you got to, if you're not taking action, guess what? If you're not taking action, you're definitely going to stay in that funky water. So stay in your funky water if you want to. But I woke up this morning and I took action on and conquer a fear that I had. And it was nothing but a little thing, it was just a little thing. You take 1 to 2 people. I made the money. Today's shmoney talk. I did it. I conquered my fears. I stopped procrastinating. Not procrastinating per se, because I was doing other things, but overthinking was one of the main ones. Hello, Brother Leo. Welcome in. I did it. I turned on Lyft, made $90 just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that, I did that thing. And it ain't nothing but a thing. Some people make to like 20, 30 drives in a day. I don't want all that up and down in my car, but I'll take 3, maybe 5 rides for that day if it came in great, that like how it came in today. Hi EFP, welcome sis. How everything is doing. I was just telling them that I did it. I finally turned on Lyft, and when I turned Lyft on, guys, right now I'm in the parking lot waiting for my next Lyft, but I turned off because I wanted to share it with you guys that I've made my $90 less than 2 hours. And right now, guys, I am waiting on one more ride before I can get to the gym. I know I said I was heading directly to the gym. I was supposed to be there 24 minutes ago, but Paulette changed her little mind. I adjusted a few things, and I said if I get one more ride, I'm going to take that, and it will take me in the direction to the gym. So that's the great thing, But apart from that, guys, that's what I have for you guys. How are you doing today? How's everybody doing? Everybody woke up, focusing on your daily tasks, on your future, following your plans that you all give yourself from last week. How are you speaking to yourself this week? Are we speaking positive thoughts? Are we still dragging all the negative thoughts into this week? What y'all doing today? Share with me what's going on. And as Monday starting, this is my first day back at the gym, and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do my little 10,000 steps. That challenge is definitely a plus, because it helps you to continue to stay focused, and nobody want to stay left behind. The last time we were doing this, and I mean, you looking and you're seeing one sister is on 20 something thousand steps and you can barely get 1,000 in. it is definitely a nice little friendly competition. I can tell you that. But it's worth it, you know, because at the end of the day, it just keeps you moving, keep your body going. And sometimes we just need to pull up ourselves and check it. You know, look at yourself. If you looking at yourself and you're like, I don't like what I'm seeing, my shoulders getting more square, you know, you're looking down and you're like, we got to work on this. You look over on the side and you're like, wait a minute, where's this extra stomach coming from? Like you literally check yourself. And when you check yourself, you definitely will be able to put yourself in a better position. And the overthinking sometimes is basically the enemy of action. And most of us today overthink too much because we're scared and we want it perfect. You know, I'm not worried anymore about being perfect. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to continue the process because eventually, you know, consistently doing something, you're going to develop that discipline in order to push yourself through. Because motivation, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, motivation, she bipolar. Motivation will go come today, you're excited. Tomorrow you may not be excited. Motivation gone long time, overnight. You wake up tomorrow and you're all down like, oh my God, what happened to motivation? Motivation left. The only thing that's you're going to have is developing the discipline that you need to push you through when motivation gone. Okay? So motivation is cool because you feel all excited. You are like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 10,000 in eight days straight and only 7 days a week. But you just doing it, right? You're just saying it. It's only 7, but you adding on that extra day out of osmosis because you know that you want to push that through and you're excited. And then all of a sudden you do the first day. It was like me when I was doing my water fast. I did my water fast and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do water fast. I'm going to do 10 days. She didn't do it. I overly zealous just said something that I could not do. So sometimes we overzealously speak and then you can't finish it because 10 days of me not drinking water. Girl, I made it 3. I did 3 days water fast and I said, you know what? Lord, forgive me. I ain't doing that no more. I ain't doing that no more. I ain't going to go out there and say, yeah, I'm going to do 10 days of water fast and barely could make it to 3. I was like, Lord. And I ain't even talking about my dry fast. I said I was going to do a dry fast and I was going to do dry fast for 3 days because they said if you do your dry fast, it's going to clean your whole body. It's going to get you all together. Hello, Sister Arlette. I did it. I just want you to update you now what's going on. I turned on my Lyft app. You know, I didn't talk about Shmoney Talk on Fridays, and on Saturdays, and I need to get it together. There's 2 Saturdays that I failed, and I needed to check myself, and I just can't stand when I'm going to do something, and then all of a sudden, distractions come, and you just don't pursue it, and I don't like that. Okay, so Paulette's checking herself this week. We're going to house Shmoney Talk. We're going to do just what we said we were going to do, and that's it. All right? So, I was telling Sister Arlette that I turned on my Lyft app. I did my $90 and the tips not even in yet because I'm missing the last tip that I know that little old man is going to send me some tip because I mean he was very nice gentleman, came in the car, older gentleman, and he, you know, he was just talking about his job and everybody just wanted him to quit his job and because he's old now but he's in a position holding up everybody else and I'm just looking at this older gentleman and I'm like, wow, he still have that positiveness going on in him, and I'm just looking at him and says, sir, I just want you to know that you're such an inspiration. You know, you're inspiring. You have good conversations when you're on your drives, okay? When you're driving on Lyft, you have good conversation. And then I had one person that came in a little bit confused in who they thought they were, y'all. If y'all know what I'm talking about. And, you know, he came in and he was doing a whole lot of stuff. And then he put on his headphone. And I knew that he meant leave him alone. And I left him alone, guys. Because you got to know when to read where writings are not. So when you're in the gig economy, you're going to figure out real quick. You're going to know if you smile first and they don't smile back, you keep smiling because maybe Their mind is on something else. Maybe they're having a bad day. They just want their food. They don't want to smile. But you know that you got to keep going. You know, you got to just, you know, you're going to keep going. Keep going. And the next person, you do the same thing. When I'm doing anything in the gig economy, I always remember that server at the McDonald's fast food restaurant that says, "Hi, would you like ketchup?" And you say, "No, thank you." And sometimes they don't even get the thank you. They just get no. And guess what? They just ask the next person the same thing. They don't change who they are based upon somebody's emotion. They continue who they are. You know, that's what they do. So what I do, guys, in the gig economy is I stay positive. I stay smiling, regardless if they're miserable, if they're not having a day, if they never saw people smiling at them and being courtesy with their foods. I still continue to be me. Regardless of what location that you go in, you cannot allow nobody to change who you are, regardless of their behavior. So if they're having a bad day, oh well, you smile, hey, okay. And sometimes, you know, I get so bold, I'll be like, "Is everything okay? Put a smile on. You have a beautiful smile." And then they're like, yeah. Because if I smile, I could be nice and courteous to you. I expect you to smile back. But everybody not going to do that. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. You work on you. You make sure that you are doing what you need to do to push you to the next level. Okay? I ain't worried about nobody else. I'm worried about me. So if I wake up today and I'm feeling like I need a little extra meds, I'm going to take care of me. You think I'm going to be worried? I'm going to call up my friends, my sister, be like, "Do you think I should have me some cold medicine? Do you think I should have me a little Tylenol? I have a little headache. Do you think I should go to the doctor? I have a little tummy ache." Really? No, you're going to take care of you. You don't ask no approval for nobody when you're the one that needs to make sure that you're okay. Majority of us love to worry about the other person because we're wondering, we want approval. I don't need your approval, okay? I got God's approval. I'm good. I'm blessed, okay? I don't need the extra to come in and telling me, "Girl, you need to fix your skirt this way, fix your skirt that way, fix your tie this way to the side." I'm gonna fix it how I like it. And if I want to hide edges today, I'm gonna hide my edges. Why? Because I forgot to put my edge control on, so they're all over the place, guys, especially those gray hairs. Oh my gosh, they're so disrespectful, you know. But anyway, guys, I just wanted you to know, when you jump out of your current comfort zone into another comfort zone, it's not that bad. I jumped today. 6 o'clock, I turned on, I text all my little friends, my family. I said, "Guys, I'm heading to work, and then I'm gonna head to the gym." And I said that to myself. I turned on the app and I was like, "Lord, do it for me." That's what I said. That's the truth. I said, "Do it for me, Lord." And he did it for me. He gave me 4 beautiful people. One of them was introvert, but at least they were cordial at the beginning. That you and I said good morning, and everybody came in my car. I turned around and I said, "Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. How are you today?" And out of the 4, the one that I told you that, you know, he thought that, you know, the world evolved around him, so he just said good morning, and he put his headphone on, and I said noted, and I kept driving. And when he was leaving, when the car stopped and he was going out, I said, "You have a great day," and he said, "Thank you." And you know what? I moved on about my day. But imagine if I had changed who I was, and the second and the third and the fourth person that came in my car, I had an old stiff face, because the first person made me feel a little bit awkward, and I felt like maybe saying good morning I was doing too much. No, he just didn't know how to receive it. because he ain't used to it. Not everybody's used to great training and principles. Some folks train themselves. You know the ones that train themselves. You know them. Okay? So don't make other people bad behavior destroy your day because they're having a bad day. I'm not going to love nobody to destroy my day. You having a problem, that's you. It's none of my business. If you have a problem with me, it's still none of my business because it ain't my business. Paulette's going to be Paulette. I ain't trying to be nobody else but me. This is who God made. I ain't perfect, but she's thriving. She moving forward, you know. She's learning herself. I got to learn me first before I could talk about that person having attitude. No. Learn you first. When you learn you would know where all the landmines is. It's certain things that you're going to go through in life that you don't have to fight every battle, guys. You don't have to fight every battle. I've learned it the hard way. Every time if somebody said B, I would be like C, D, E, F, G, W, X, Y, Z, and start at A, B, C. I would just be going because I thought I was in the zone, guys. And I realized the energy, the disturbance of my peace from going from A to Z every so often with everybody trying to prove a point. I don't care anymore. If that's how you understand it and you can't have a nice conversation and we can't get over it, it ain't none of my business. Now, if you feel like I said something to you and it was a little bit off, pull me over with class. Paulette, boom, boom, boom. Because if I pull you over, I'm going to be as gentle as possible with you. But sometimes, guys, we like to adjust to fix and cover ourselves for other folks to shine. If my shine is blinding you, put on some shades, okay? I ain't dimming my light for nobody. And that's the attitude that I feel if most of us have, we will be in a better place. Because I ain't living for nobody but God, okay? I'm just a girl in a skirt, and I'm dust in a skirt. That's pretty much what it is. This is dust in a skirt. That's it. And we working on me. I ain't worried about nobody else. And you shouldn't either, okay? So today, I was overthinking too much. I decided to tell the enemy to leave me alone, that I was going to take action. I took action in my shmoney, and I made me in 2 hours $90. I got 4 rides, and I said I'm going to come and I'm going to share it with you guys because I need to make sure that you all know the motivation that you need to get started. And some of y'all are going to take more than motivation. Some of y'all are going to take something extra. I'm just motivating people to let them know that every time you come on here and every time I speak to you and tell you register on all the apps, I'm talking to you because I know what I'm talking. Most of you all are on 1-2 apps and you're like, oh, I'm not making no money. The gig economy don't work. No, it's that time of the season, guys. It's a roller coaster. Everything in life is going to be a roller coaster. Success does not come to those who hesitate. It comes to those who take risk. And you're not taking a big risk because honestly, when you register on the app, it's only a little bit of time that you're going to invest. That's all. You're investing a little bit of time into something for yourself finally, because we don't take care of ourselves. We always take care of everybody else around us. My old self, I would make sure everybody else was okay. And I look around, you barely have shoes on your feet because you're making sure everybody else is taken care of. Well, 2025, I ain't doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not sitting here trying to figure out about, well, do you have this? Do you need this? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm worried about me. I got to take care of me. I have 2 kids, 1 special needs. That if I don't get into the gym and adjust my sail and reset my thinking, instead of eating ice cream. Oh, I love ice cream, by the way. Oh, instead of eating ice cream after every meal. You know, I may not be around to see them develop their life and their skills and be able to practice all the principles and traits that you try to put into your kids. I may not be around. I need to pull myself over. I need to get back in the gym. I need to refocus. I need to make sure that Paulette is doing what she needs so that I can stay around a little bit longer with my kids. When it comes to my dreams and goal, I need to pause on everybody else's dream and goal by helping them. And I need to help taking care of my dreams and goal. Put my dreams and goal ahead of everybody else around me. I'm such a selfless person. I will give you everything. My daddy, when he decided to pass that trait down, he made sure all of us got 100% across the board. Okay? That's just how it is. Let's see what EFP is saying. Hold on. You guys are cracking me up. At least you got three in. Hold on. Sister Mercy said, good, Sister Paulette. Still got things ahead. Just keep me in prayers. I laugh to keep from crying. That's all we can do, Sister Mercy. Thank you, Brother Leo. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop. All we can do, guys, is to keep moving forward with a smile. Okay? If you're having a bad day, you smile. If you're having a good day, you smile. You just got to keep pushing through, guys. You cannot stop moving forward. You know when you're going to stop? When you 6 foot down. When they're pulling you up to the graveyard, that's when you probably gonna have that stiff, hard face. But if you're breathing, if you woke up this morning, you better smile. Life is gonna be life, and life is gonna pass by consistently every day. It's gonna be something different, and you're gonna push forward. It's like you're having imagine if the sun and the moon had to depend on emotions, right? If they're having a bad morning, the sun say, I'm not coming up because I'm mad. I'm gonna stay down, which sometimes it does that when it hides in the cloud. But I'm just trying to bear with me, okay? Y'all follow me through this. Imagine if the sun was having a bad day and just say, I'm never coming up till next year. We will be in a mess, right? Because we depending on that UV rays. We're depending on that. Well, some people is depending on your smile to push themselves through as well. Imagine if the moon and the stars would say, we're not coming out till 10 years from now because you didn't smile at me or you didn't appreciate me. Imagine. What you imagine that? That would be like in those old movies like Independence Day. Have you all seen that, where when the world was coming to the ending, or Armageddon, everything just get dark and stuff like that. Imagine. So there's certain things and certain people. We are not allowed to be miserable, guys. We were not here to be. Go watch Trolls. Go watch Trolls. I love making the example of Trolls, because in Trolls is a living example of how we live. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna cry all day, guess what? Your whole day's ruined, and everybody else that passed through your space is gonna be ruined too. Why you want to do that to people? Okay, make the decision. It's a beautiful day, the sun is out, I'm breathing, let's go. I'm not saying just do that. Hopefully you have a morning routine and you're going through your morning routines. But then sometimes too, you know what we do in the morning routines? We put, even for those that wake up early deciding they're going to put God first, we go ahead and we breeze through the prayer, breeze through, like, okay, whew, we did that. Like if he is some assignment and we got to check off. We don't listen. We don't spend that quality time. Sometimes 15 minutes may not be enough, guys. Maybe sometime we need 30 minutes. Maybe we need an hour, so that we could tell God, listen, Lord, you need to check me a little deeper. You may need to clean up a little extra around the edges. I need you to create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit within me, because that boss that I got to face, they're getting under my skin. Sometimes we need to ask for those prayers, and we got to wait. Sometimes you got to wait in silence for a few minutes just to see if he going to whisper something to us. Sometimes that's how we got to do. We got to be able to not just breeze through and our connections with the Father. Sometimes we got to sit in it a little bit. Sit in it and let him whisper to us. Because sometimes he's not going to come and be like, Paulette, yesterday you, and he's not going to do that all the time. He's going to tell me, he said, he going to whisper to you. And when he whisper, if you're too loud, don't be loud like me. You know what I'm saying. If you're not paying attention, then guess what? You're going to miss the message. Ain't that great? We're sitting there saying, Lord, I've been waiting for 10 years. And he's like, I've been whispering it to you, but you're so busy doing everything else other than listening. You didn't hear when I came in. I'm telling it to you again. So we must slow down. We must stay silent sometimes. When we ask him to push us through whichever position we're in, you got to love him to respond. Okay? We got to slow down. Just wait. It's going to happen. Just wait. Slow down. And sometimes, guys, overthinking, when you ask him for it and he don't answer you right away, it could take 10 years before he responds, because you need to work on you. God is not going to bless who you are pretending to be. God is going to bless who you are. So if you are giving this and he wants to give you this, you need to figure yourself out. Okay? You need to figure you out. That's just how it works. But today, guys, I jumped. I told my overthinking enemy to get out of the way, and I took action. And taking action, sometimes you just gotta take the leap of faith and just go. So for those that were scared to lift, I just want you to know, don't be scared to lift. Lift. Give me $90 just now. I'm in the parking lot waiting, but I turned off because I wanted to come on here with you guys, since I promised every day for 90 days. Okay, I promise y'all that, and that's definitely what's going to happen. 90 days, I'll be on here. So the 7th of October, I know many of y'all like, thank goodness, the 7th of October, we won't be seeing her every day. No, you won't. But I'll be coming on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sometime occasionally in between. You never know when I'm going to pull up. Okay, but for right now, we're working on getting ourselves back together. We're working on figuring out ways that we can keep you guys, in that inspiring and focus, encouraging, giving you guys some, empowerment, motivation. That is what this channel is about. So today, that's what we do. I want to motivate y'all today. I want to make sure that y'all know that you got to take a leap. Okay, I'm going back to the gym in my class at 10 o'clock. I'm going to look forward to getting there for 10 o'clock. But if I don't get there at 10, then I'll do 11, or maybe I'll do it this evening. But at the end of the day, guys, we must start fresh every day. Give yourself a new line. Cross the line, set your boundaries for your day, so that way when somebody else is tampering into your space, you can say, not today, find somebody else. Trust me, you draw the line, not today, find somebody else. And it may take consistent every day. Draw the line, set your boundary. Draw your line, set your boundary, until you get it right, until people start to see, oh, she drawing her line, and they start to respect that. Not everybody's going to want to respect it, but you must draw your line. You must set your boundary every day if you have to, until you be bold about your space, until you be bold about protecting your peace. That's what I want to talk about today. Well, what I talked about a whole lot of stuff, but mainly was to let you all know that you got to take a leap of faith, that you're overthinking. Okay, and the enemy, that's part of the enemy. So we got to take action. And life sometimes don't want us to take that action, because it want us to believe that we're not good enough. We're not capable. that position at that job that you know you could do like 10 times better, it's not for you. So you start doubting yourself. That's what the devil wants you to do, to keep doubting yourself, so you'll never figure out who you are. You imagine every time you know you could do it, but then it's right there, that little whisper, you can't do that, you ain't good enough. Oh, that person do it better than you. Oh, you're not strong enough. Or you can't do this, you can't. And all of a sudden you're in this whole cycle of overthinking. And when you're overthinking, you ain't doing nothing because you don't feel the confident to go and do it. So you don't do it, and you don't take the risk. And when you don't take the risk, there's no action. So nothing, God can't activate nothing because you're not taking the action to move forward. Ain't that a message? Without the action, there's no activation. So you're sitting there and not getting nothing done and not going nowhere because you did not take the action, because the devil keeps you distracted thinking that you can. Alrighty, let me go through these texts and see what you all are saying up in here. Sister Mercy said, EFP say, ha 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 ha, leave him alone. That's right. Exactly. EFP says, Sister Mercy say, that's right. EFP say, I'm working on me, period. EFP say, I have so much work to do. We all have work to do. The good thing is when we can acknowledge that we have a lot of work to do and we are working towards it. Not everybody can acknowledge. Some folks think that they don't need no work. Well, I'm going to come here. Let me tell you, you need some work. Yes, you do. Everybody needs to work on something so that they can be a better you. You need to work on you so you could be a better you for you. Okay? Yes. All righty then. Sister Mercy said, nobody. I must say nobody. Yes, I say it. Say it, Sister Paulette. Okay, I did. Sister Mercy said, that's right. I'm the same way, Sister Paulette. I'm living for God, and I don't know when He snatched the breath out of my life. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. So I'm not stressing about nobody. I got to worry about me. EFP say, I work out so that I can eat ice cream. Oh my gosh, that ice cream though, EFP. I need to work on that ice cream. That ice cream is stressing me out, but I love it though. Especially when a creamy ice cream and then I drizzle a little bit of caramel on top of that thing. Sometime when I'm not bad, I will probably, when I'm bad actually, I would drizzle that and get some nice little Nutella chocolate, and you melt it and you put it on top of that too. Oh, my child, I tell you, we go a long way. Yes. Sister Mercy, going to another, Arlette says, so sorry you are going through, Sister Mercy. Yeah, I apologize, Sister Mercy, that you're going through all of that. Life be lifing, guys. That's why we must always be prayed up. We must always make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do to on our faith walk with Christ, so that way when you out, where you gonna be at. Okay, right now I'm still working on getting in the body. Okay, we working on it, but you know what, it's everything worth having. It's gonna take some time. I know next year I'm gonna be getting my little baptism on in the name of Jesus Christ, and it's right around the corner. To God be the glory. We're gonna get it all together in due timing. Okay. All right, Sister, let me see, Sister Martha, thank you, Sister. Sister Tanya said, keep the motivation coming. We're working on it, Sister Tanya. We're working on it. We got to, and we got to adjust and help fix each other's crowns. One day I'm going to be down, but I'm developing the discipline. So that motivation tell me bye-bye. I'm like, I'm going to do it anyway. Why, Paulette? Why you do it? Because I'm disciplined. Okay? I can't wait to say that. I can't wait to say that, because sometimes when motivation leaves, discipline also leaves, because you didn't practice it. So it's not there with you. I have it on like the layaway. We just put it on the layaway for when we need it and we pull it out, and you pay. And then sometimes you have not put enough in to pull out discipline. So discipline is like, hey, you haven't paid for me yet. Okay, so go on with your little motivation. You didn't pay for me, so you need to put some more time in, some more payments into me, and then you could collect me after. But right now I ain't coming out either. So when we get lazy, you don't want to do nothing. That's because discipline is like, we ain't going nowhere. That's what happens. We ain't going nowhere because you didn't put it in. So I'm not giving it out. That's what discipline tells us, right? Let's see, Sister Mercy. Amen. That's right, Sister Paulette. That's why I'm laughing instead of crying. Yeah, that's how we got to do it, sister. Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna head back to work. We have I want to make sure we have 45 minutes. That's long. I thought I was gonna say 30 minutes. No, it's 45 minutes. But anyway, guys, I hope that these little words of motivation motivated you. And if you are overthinking in your life today, I just want you to know that overthinking is the enemy. And you must take the action towards your goals, your dreams, so that way you could achieve anything that you put your mind to with the help of the good Lord. Don't forget God, okay? You make sure he knows what's going on, okay? Because it's like I say, it's all about him. It's all about him. And you got to make sure that you knock to him first, and then he's going to help guide you through your day and make sure that whatever you ask for, he said it will be given to you. So just go ahead and you ask. And sometimes the only way forward is to take the leap. Just jump. Trust yourself, trust in God, and make the jump. That's all. That's all it takes, guys. Because your success does not come to those who hesitate. All right? You can't be hesitating when you know you got to accomplish something. Right now, I'm hesitating, and I told that hesitation bye-bye because I was going to take the leap and I was going to go ahead and I was going to get the job done. I got the job done. I turn on. Am I going to turn on every day? Probably not. Not on the drive share, but the one time that I decided I'm going to do it, I did it, and boom, here I am. $90 already in at 8 o'clock. Right now it's not even 10 o'clock yet because I've been, doing everything else other than working. I stopped at 8 o'clock. I decided I was going to come sit here. I got here by 8:40, 8:30. And then I decided to clean the car out and, make sure it smells good and spray it down. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and turn on. And here I am nearly an hour later. So it's 9:57. I've been on 47 minutes. And you know what? I'm going back to work because I'm right around the corner from hitting my goal. It may be a number 2 or number 3 day today. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. So turn on those app, guys. Get some motivation into you. Register on all the app and work the one that's working. That's all. That's all I got for you today. I love you guys. If anyone has any last remarks, please put it in a comment. If you're just coming in, hit that like button, guys. Leave a comment, guys. I love listening to you guys' comments. Leave comments, okay? I read them, and I'm working on answering and responding to all of them. Sister Alexia, I watched Pastor's sermon again and learned so much this morning. Sorry, it was good. I just wanted to share. Yes, it was. Everybody need to go watch Pastor again, because Pastor just, he answers so many questions that I had just in one little message, and the one that basically was the action one. You take an action, then God activates. But works without any faith without works is dead. So imagine that. Imagine you're just thinking about it like if it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. You need to take action. And believe that what you're taking action in, that his promise is going to come through for it. Okay? Well, anyway, guys, I love you. It already started to rain, and now I'm going to head to the gym so that I can work on me and this body. Okay? I'm going to do 5 miles on the treadmill, guys, because I need to get 10,000 K today. Okay? Sister Dawn, if you're up in here, I just want you to know that I'm going to work on my 10K first. And let's see if I can achieve it. I'm not going to promise no 24,000 steps that you do, but I could tell you, you're such an inspiration and motivation to us right now, because you keep pushing through and you're overachieving, and I love it. Okay, love you guys, by the way. And to all of my sisters and brothers that's on the 10K challenge, I just want to say I'm proud of you. Keep going. Even if you're doing one 10,000 step, one step, I don't care how many steps you're doing. As long as you're moving, I am proud of you. If you're not moving, I want to motivate you to move. And if you're thinking about it, I just want you to know that you need to take action. Alrighty, guys. Deuces. Peace out.